Hey Ratbags, it's Jade. Quick video because it's pretty late. The grounded public test is now available on the Xbox or public test branch or the Xbox Insider program. You guys have had to wait all weekend. This did come out on Thursday night, Friday morning for PC, but there was a problem with the Xbox branch. And then when it did try to get out a bit later that day on Friday, they did accidentally release a 1.0 version of the game. So that quickly got shut down, and hopefully now it's going to be the correct version. So you won't have all of the stuff from 1.0 in it. It is going to be just what PC has had. So you need to go onto the Xbox Insider Hub, install the option. It should be live now. There are some actual changes. There's a few patch notes with this as well, so I'm going to go through them to let you know what's changed already. And just to address something, yes, there were some leaks and stuff going around from that build. Why haven't I showed them off? I've agreed with Grounded and Obsidian not to. There's certain things that I don't mind sharing and leaking, but not 1.0 stuff right now. I feel like the devs have worked really hard to get to this point, and while it's good to speculate on stuff we found in game files, I think it's a bit rubbish to go ahead and start talking publicly, at least anyway, about stuff that may or still may not come. We don't know for definite that a lot of them features will still be there for 1.0 and lots of things are going to be adjusted. I'm not going to go through the bulk of the patch notes. I've done plenty of videos with a recap. One's got like 20k views, so go and check that video out. I'll leave it in the comment section, which gives you a brief overview of what's changing. And I generally save the patch notes videos until the actual full release because lots can change. These are the additional changes that have gone live now as well. Stones of Toughness and Rocks of Fashion now show damage states when you're busting them with a hammer. The fix the playback issue attacks sometimes not triggering. Fixed crash that would occur when viewing accessibility tab in German. Pets can no longer drown. Woo! Lowering cook times a bit in the cookery to be a bit quicker. Icons updated for pet tombstones, glue masher and cookery. Untamed gnats can no longer carry stacks of grub items while flying around. Oh no, clients can now crouch after exiting a turret they entered while on a ladder. Cookery now cooks all items at the same time and cooks faster. You can now exit turrets using the interact button, E on keyboard default or X on controller default. Pet gnats will actually stay at the pet house when deposited instead of continuing to follow the player. The Broodmother boss music removed from the final Haze lab encounter. Smithing station UI properly updates after upgrading a weapon or armor. Okay, that was a problem I had. And Apple Core chunk locations are properly synced on clients. They've also upgrade nuggets added in the bird bath. I'm so glad I haven't done a video on that yet, which I am working on. I'm going to wait obviously until the PTB is over so you can get absolutely up-to-date video of every upgrade nugget in the game. And there we go. Obviously the big beats are, if somehow you missed this, is the first time you're hearing about this update. It's called the Homestretch update. It's going to be the last update before 1.0. They've added gnat pet taming. They've changed the way that crafting armor and weapons work with these new rocks. You won't be able to craft level 9 gear now until 1.0. They've nerfed a lot of the problems and issues with the factional reactivity. They shouldn't be doing as much damage to your bases, as well as the ability also now to summon more regular creatures. They've also added larvae as part of the mixer or waft emitter attacks now as well. There's also going to be more base difficulty, and this is something they've done as well in the Haze Laboratory, which has changed. The Haze Laboratory now reacts to what level you kind of are, where you are in the game, so it'll either be easier or harder depending on what you face. I did show it off in stream yesterday, and it looks like, yeah, they've definitely made it a lot easier. There weren't any larvae when I went in, and that was on a world that I just more or less created. There was only just the ladybug, which is now a mini boss. You can't leave the arena. Once you go in and start fighting it, that is it. You have to fight it inside. Obviously, the new cookery oven is something now to cook your meals, and you can get it super early in the game. It's unlocked immediately once you've spoken to Burgle the first time. You just then have to spend some science points on it at the ASL station. Burgle moving around now. And resetting non-custom games to custom. So if you've had a non-custom game all this time, you've been wanting to turn off the raids, because I know that was a big deal, now you can do so. So there we go. Go and check up on all the news so far. The huge Grounded 1.0 leaks. The changes, that's the one you want to see if you want to catch up on everything so far. And some tips about where to finally get some of these upgrade rocks. And also what to do with them, how the actual upgrade system works. And I'll be back with more location guides on the rocks, showing you how to get the pet gnats and more very soon. Until next time, Ratbags, laters.